Hello, folks. I know I'm running a live stream, but it really doesn't, the quality just isn't there. And I was sitting here looking at the tank, and I was just like, wow, this is, did my clean this morning. Tank's been running all day. UV filters both have brand new light bulbs in them. Running at full intensity. Filters were just cleaned, gravel thoroughly vacuumed. Running for several hours, and it's just absolutely beautiful, crisp, clean. Those new plants, I don't see any sign of melt yet. Knock on wood. Hopefully we don't get that. Now that male and the snakeskin female here have been looking at the back side of that leaf right there, and they might choose it to lay their next batch. And he's all guarding the area over there because they're interested. The tank's in 24-hour mode with the lights, so it's sunning down right now, and it's gonna progressively get dark. You can watch that process on the live stream as well. But this is a just film the fish video, Everybody's happy, tank's in a good state. Everybody's fed. Aggression levels are minimal. And they know nighttime's coming. They can tell the lights are changing. It's part of their routine. They're starting to, huddle up like it's bedtime. These two want to own this real estate over here because they're happy and they want to lay eggs. They're probably going to do that tomorrow. They're setting up camp. And like I said, I bet you it's going to be that leaf. It's a good sturdy leaf too, very stiff. And these guys are hanging out over here because there's space for them and they don't have to deal with the bully big guys. Everybody's finding their bedtime, their nighttime spots. Very happy with the plant purchase, except for this one. But it's going to come back, and it'll be a nice, hardy, fast-growing plant when it does. So we'll just let it do its thing. It basically melted at the pet shop. Then I bought it melted because I didn't know better. The rest of them are doing good. This thing is going crazy. It's growing these white tentacles. I'm thinking maybe the roots, but they're coming out all over the plant. So maybe this is the way they sprout out new leaves. They start like this. I really don't know. Either way, it's a good thing. Its roots, they're reaching out to grab nutrients because there's a bounty of them. And I'm seeing roots start to come up over here out of the sword. So the plants are functioning. They're trying to live. They're definitely not giving up. I think they like the environment. So this should be awesome. This tank runs at 86, 87 degrees. It's always somewhere between that temperature range, that 1 degree. And that's where it sits. So it's not very plant friendly in that regard, but yeah, so far so good. I'd expect to see melting by now on those swords. I just really thought that was going to happen, and it still might. But I'm seeing new leaves like unraveling, like right here. Not seeing any sign of giving up and melting. Like that plant's opening up a new leaf right there. So it's positive stuff. Oh, looks like I got an Anubis jam down there. That's not good. Look at that water. And you know, the light's kind of turning blue right now, but that's some clear water. Those two brand new UV lights really shining right now, let me tell you. I was holding off and changing them every three months. They can technically run a year, but they get weaker with time. So I think I'm going to start changing them out every 2 months just to stay on top of it. Because, and I was staggering them, but right now I've changed them both at the same time instead of staggering them, so I get maximum effect. And we're just going to do that every 2 months now. They're only like $9 a bulb Canadian. So if I was in the US, it'd probably be like $4 or $5. And then of course Mr. Greg's coming. Yeah. See, my bulbs are getting old. I was starting to notice it, especially when I was looking at the videos the last week or so. And so, sure enough, get them out of the equation. Put some new ones in, add some plants, do a couple water changes, and presto. Back to the way I like it. $10-20 every couple months for a couple light bulbs. Why not? Heavy feedings, you know what I mean? If I took those units out, my water would be cloudy, the fish should be dead. That's all there is to it. I wouldn't be able to keep this many. Not even close. That's what you get when you do it your own way. You stop listening to the gurus. It's just like, I don't even watch TV. I don't watch TV shows. I sit here and I look at this tank. I don't know. It's better than looking at a campfire. I get something out of looking at a campfire too. But this tops that like tenfold. Look at this guy. Just in the last week, he's probably grown an inch. It's insane. Go back on the videos. I'm making one every day. And take a look at this guy and compare him to the people behind him, the fishies behind him. He's caught up to the majority of those brilliant Turks already. I've had this fish for like 2 months. He was a little 3-inch dude when I brought him home. He's making little yellow guy look bad because he's growing so fast. Little yellow guy's still growing, but this guy's growing like a freaking monster. He's gonna be big. he's something else. Come on, Mr. Greg. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Greg. Yeah. Yeah. That's scary. That's scary. Oh, kitty. Look at those Turks. They're happy. Happy Turks. It's just, there's just no urge to watch television shows anymore. I don't know. Maybe I've got some kind of illness. But I'd rather watch these guys. What do you think? Do you just watch your tanks too? It's like, fish tube is real. I love clear water. Always do your maintenance. Always change your water. Just because. That's what it's about. I mean, unless you want to keep guppies, that's cool too. Guppies are awesome. I had a lot of fun with guppies. There's a time in my life when a tank full of 1,000 guppies was fun. And I enjoyed it very much. They didn't need very much care. Small tetras, they don't need very much care. You know, you're just too busy. Discus, they definitely need care. African cichlids need a good deal of care too. It's not much further down the scale, in my opinion. They're very similar. It's just the African cichlids have tough immune systems. The discus don't. So there's your difference. But I mean, everything from Africa is tough as nails, right? Look at the African honeybees. Like, they're tough bees. They still make honey, but they'll kill you, right? They don't mess around. African cichlids, same thing. They're just a different level than a South American cichlid. More survivable. A lot more survivable. Yeah, it's going to even look better tomorrow morning. Can't wait. Hope you all have a great night. Ciao for now.